Was good, y'all. Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger. And as y'all can see, man, to get the week started on this Monday, I am bringing y'all the first ever 100 plus badge perimeter lockdown defender build on NBA 2K22 Next Gen. We are also going to be able to dribble on this build, get contact dunks. Of course, the defense is there because of the name, obviously, but also you're going to be able to get that shot creating takeover to break angles on this build, which makes it even better in my opinion. So, man, I just want you to know that first things first. Thank God for giving me this opportunity, having us in this position together, but also thank y'all for coming through, showing y'all love, showing y'all support. Y'all have been going crazy on every single video. Now, before we get any further, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF, the Rich Gang family, man, go ahead and turn on post notifications, but do not forget to hit that like button, y'all. Can we go ahead and get 50 likes on this banger for this build? And also, be sure to share this banger with your family and friends, y'all. But now, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So y'all already know that for a while now I have been going under the small forward position, but when it comes down to this specific build, this one is really going to remind me of the small forward lockdown defender build that we saw in NBA 2K19. Now if y'all remember that build, 6'10", that was easily the best lockdown build you will ever see in all of 2Ks. This one, however, I'm going to be going with 6'8", but when it comes down to the weight, I'm going with 185. And then for the wingspan, 7'2" is looking really nice, or even 7'3", but for this specific build I'm going to go with 7'1", just so the finishing is maintained, as well as when it comes down to the shooting and the dribbling. The defense is always there the more that you raise the wingspan, but for this build I'm telling y'all, whether you want to go with 7'2" or 7'1", all you got to do is adjust the numbers from the 7'1" version that I'm about to show y'all to maintain the 7'2" version. Now when it comes down to these stats, I went back and forth with every single one individually, making sure I can max it out to its potential without changing the build name. So if y'all can go ahead and drop a like for that, I would really appreciate it. But now let's go ahead and get into the finishing stats. So the close shot, gonna go up to an 86. Driving layup, gonna replicate that at 86 as well. And then when it comes down to the driving dunk, to get the contact dunks, put this to an 85. Standing dunk, gonna go up to an 81. I know y'all love the standing dunk for some of y'all builds, so go ahead and put it up, and that's gonna give us 28 badges right there. Then when it comes down to the shooting, mid-range shot, gonna go up to an 82. When it comes down to the three-pointer, this has to stay at an 82 as well, or else you change the build up to a 3-and-D wing. Then when it comes down to the free throw, this is going to go up to a 72, and right there already we have 50 plus badges between the finishing and the shooting. Now let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. Pass accuracy, 74. Ball handle, 81, and the speed with ball is going to be a 74 for 22 badges right here. Already a total of 75 badges between the finishing, shooting, and the playmaking. Let's go ahead and get into the defense now. Interior, 56. Perimeter defense, you can put it to an 86 or higher, but I recommend going with 86 in order to maintain the physicals that we get. Steal, 82. Block, 83. And then when it comes down to the rebounding on this build, offensive, 74. Defensive, put this all the way up to an 83, and already we have 100 plus badges on this build. And then when it comes down to the physicals, these are the things you got to look at. Our physicals going to go up for the speed being an 80, acceleration 78, strength 31, vertical a 70 for the contacts, and then the stamina will be up at a 90, y'all. If you feel like you want more stamina, go ahead and drop down your free throw. These stats are equivalent when it comes down to the free throw and the stamina, so if you want to, lower the free throw and put the rest into the stamina. But as you can see, even the badges that we're going to be able to get on this build are going to be really solid. And then we always have to consider what this build is going to be looking like once you max it out, but also run with teammates that have floor general, and then on top of all that, they're also going to get into the takeover, which gets a plus 10 to whichever attribute you specifically picked it for. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that right now, but just take a quick look at these badges just so y'all know what you are getting out of this build. Remember, if you feel like making any changes, you do risk changing up the build name, which is going to be okay if you don't really care for that and only want the badge setup. But for me, I really like maintaining the build names that I bring y'all, so that is why I do it how I do. But now, let's go ahead and get into these takeovers. So first, we do get the slashing. Then from there, we also get the shot creating, sharpshooting, and last but not least, this is a lockdown defender build. You cannot forget about the lockdown takeover. So whichever one of these y'all pick, between the slashing, that's going to give you a plus 10 stats to your finishing. For the shot creating and sharpshooting, that's going to give you a 10 plus to your shooting. And then for the lockdown defense, if you pick the lockdown defender takeover, that's going to give you a plus 10 to your defensive. So I'm going to go with ankle breaking shots and extreme clamps. And as y'all can see, we have made the first ever 100 plus badge perimeter lockdown defender. And remember also, once you go through college, or if you have the rebirth unlocked already, which most of y'all I'm sure do, you're going to be getting plus 4 more badges off rip. So it really just comes down to how you see yourself making this build. You can always make it with less badges and more attributes in certain areas, and then count on the plus 4 that you're going to be getting from the college or rebirth. But now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the main stats. So with boost, that is plus 4 when you buy them. Then run with a teammate, that has floor general, another plus 4, which is plus 8. Then in takeover, that is a plus 10, y'all. So the shooting on this build will be 99 mid-range and a 99 3-pointer in takeover. And then when it comes down to the defense, if you're running with a teammate that has defensive leader, plus 8 with the boost that you buy, and then consider the plus 10 from takeover, the interior defense will be a 99. Interior will be in the 70s. Steal, 99. Block, 99. Defensive rebound, 99. And you have the potential to get that offensive rebound to the 90s. Then let's just say you pick the slashing takeover, you're pretty much going to be getting a 99 driving dunk, 99 driving layup, and a 99 close shot. And keep in mind, this is all in takeover, y'all. Even the standing dunk will be a 99 on this build. It really just comes down to how you see it. But just remember, all of these stats, and most of them, are going to be 99 if you decide to pick the right takeovers. And I feel like we did with this specific build. It really comes down to how you see yourself playing, as well as your play style. But now, let's go ahead and get into these badges. So I'm going to start it off with silver posterizer. Also going to throw on unstrippable on gold, limitless takeoff, and then silver fearless finisher. From there, we still got a good amount of badges that we're going to be able to use. So for me, I'm going with acrobat on silver, Lob City finisher on bronze, and then we also get gold slithery finisher, y'all. Rest of the way really comes down to how you see yourself using this build. There are a couple different of adjustments that you can make if you want to be able to raise certain tiers or even get new badges on. For me, I would say fast twitch on gold is going to be okay, but other than that, I would really change it up. For silver, rise up, go ahead and change any tier of the badge you want, or you could just go ahead and put on bronze, fast twitch, and that's going to be the setup for the finishing. Now obviously with the shooting, there are a lot of different ways that you can go about it when it comes to these kind of setups. For me, I'm going with silver hot zone hunter, Hall of Fame sniper, bronze clutch shooter, silver catch and shoot, deadeye, green machine, and then bronze volume shooter. Also throwing corner specialists and blinders, and this is something of the final setup that I would be running when it comes down to the shooting. But now let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. We got 22 badges here, so first put on the most important. I'm gonna go with handles for days on silver. Unpluggable, you could go with bronze or silver as well, but from there I'm also adding in triple threat juke, quick first step, hyperdrive, and then you can go with either bronze, bullet passer, or both, adding in bailout. And then from here we got one more remaining badge. If you feel like changing anything up about the build though, you definitely can do so. For me, I do like downhill, but more so I would rather have it on bronze. So right here, if you drop down unpluggable, put on downhill on silver, and then you still have one more remaining badge. You can go with glue hands or needle threader. Both of these are going to be some really good options to pick with. And then we got the defense left over, 27 badges that we're going to start out with. So I'm going to go with gold clamps. Also, we have interceptor on bronze. Now, We got 17 badges after we put on Gold Intimidator, so go ahead and put on Rebound Chaser on Silver, Rim Protector, Pickpocket, and I know a lot of y'all like to run Hustler. For me, I'm going to skip it right now just so I can go ahead and add in Chase Down Artist on Gold. Now, we got 4 more remaining badges here. So pretty much at this point, this is where I would make a couple of adjustments. If you want to, you can really take off any badge or lower the tier. For me, I would consider lowering Intimidator on Silver or Clamps on Silver, just so I can add in Hustler on Hall of Fame. From there, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and drop down the Clamps just so I could put on Intimidator on Gold. Leave it as is. We still got 1 more remaining badge, so you can put this on Tireless Defender, and this is the final setup that we would be running with when it comes down to the badges. So as you can see, we have 28 finishing. Then we get to the shooting. That is going to be giving us 25 in total. Now onto the playmaking, 22, and then finally the defensive, we get 27. Again, man, I just gotta say thank God for giving me this opportunity to be able to just share this with y'all, have y'all in my life, just knowing that I have y'all support, but more so that I have God in my life and I'm sharing it with y'all. That is the biggest thing to me, that means the most. So I just want you to know, just put God first in your life and see what he does, man. That is my word of encouragement to y'all today. I'm going to start doing that every single day, at the beginning and at the end of the video. So just know, if y'all need anything, reach out to me. Y'all see my handles on the bottom when it comes to social media. But man, I just need y'all to know that if you don't feel like it, I love you, God loves you, and everybody here, I just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all with all of my heart. But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, RGF, and all are welcome to. Go ahead and turn on post notifications. But can we go ahead and get 50 likes on this banger? I would really appreciate that. Go ahead and be sure to share this video with your family and friends. And man, last but not least, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.